Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the PK Podcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm Logan.
All right, we don't have a lot to discuss, so we're going to jump right into it.
Yeah, well, last episode we had talked about maybe doing a season preview for the Chicago Blackhawks.
And everyone in general, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, us being from Chicago, we
Not from Chicago.
Well, we tend to focus a little more on the Blackhawks. So why don't we just take a look at some of the recent acquisitions?
Okay. If you go to dailyfaceoff.com, they have what the line projections are going to be for the beginning of the year.
Okay.
Doesn't look too good. So what they have on here is DeBrincat, Saad, and Taves as your first line. Then Schmaltz, Anisimov, Kane, Victor Edschel, David Camp, and Dylan Sekura, and then you have Chris Kunitz, Kruger, and John Hayden lining out the fourth line.
You last year were very excited for Victor Edschel.
No, Dylan Sekura was my go-to.
I seem to remember once upon a time.
All right, you go find a clip.
I'll find the clip right now. I did just go to the Wolves Rockford game, and there was a guy there named Anthony Lewis.
My guy is Alex Fortan. Okay.
Victor Edschel.
Well, I have since reclined. If I did say that, I'm not too high on him anymore. When they traded for him with the Ryan Hartman deal, he wasn't even a top 5 prospect with Nashville. It was like number 9 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So, really don't know what you're getting too much. He's not fast. He's like just a winger version of Anisimov, which isn't great. But you know what? Looking at Anisimov's cap hit compared to some of these other contracts that are getting signed, looks kind of like a bargain deal. So, but I really don't know what we have with him. I mean, he looked pretty good in Rockford. He's not very fast, which is concerning. But we're just going to have to go through the season, see how he looks, and go from there. But looking at the forwards, nothing too spectacular, I'd say. Cat Friendly has the same thing on there. They have Jordan Schroeder as a extra forward who played a little bit with Minnesota, I believe.
Yep.
I think Dominic Cahoon is going to be on the team as well.
I like his name.
He's wore number 72 when he played for Germany in the Olympics. We're number 25 though. He's a center/winger, more of a playmaker, more than a goal scorer, but says
we could use some of those.
Well, we don't know we don't really know what he looks like yet. So really, there's a lot of question marks with this team.
Okay. So we still have Chris Kunitz.
Just got
Chris Kunitz.
Great.
Not a whole lot to be said there.
He's not fast. He's gonna be like a Patrick Sharp. Exactly like Patrick Sharp, though. I don't know. I don't watch Chris Kunitz. He's always been in the East. Now he's in the West.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's kind of like a Sharp / like Jordan Tutu type deal. Like, because he trains with the Blackhawks. His wife's from Chicago. You know what? Let's sign him and hope that he's good.
Let's hope.
And then Patrick Sharp, you know what you were getting there. He used to have a lot of speed, good goal scorer. Kunitz was the benefactor playing with Crosby, and he was with Tampa Bay. So I don't know what he's going to look like on the Hawks.
I mean, we're only paying him $1 million, so that's not.
That's $1 million you could have spent somewhere else, though.
Yeah, true. That he's probably not worth $1 million right now, but he's only on for 1 year, so.
Yeah. All right. Offensively, though, top 6 looks good with DeBrincat, Taves, Saad, if that's a line, great. Schmaltz, Anisimov, Kane, that looks really good. Your question marks coming at the kind of the bottom 9 or the bottom 6. Edschel, question mark. Kampf is another Kruger. And then Dylan Sekura looks like a great player.
Yeah,
I really have nothing to complain about.
Excited about to see what he's got to offer.
In my world, which won't happen, I want to see Sekura on the right.
Okay.
Dominic Cahoon somewhere, and then John Hayden as a line. or Edgel, depending on how he looks.
Yeah.
I really like Fortan, though. I hope he makes the roster. He's just fast.
Yeah. We could definitely use some speed up front there.
I could show you. There's a preseason game where, like, the whole preseason 2 years ago, just lights out. Like, there's a couple highlights from that. I could put right here. He had a nice breakaway goal. One guy I really want to see just in preseason is Tim Soderlund.
Tim Soderlund.
Yes, Tim Soderlund. He is I believe that's what it is. Okay, so the Hawks haven't signed him yet. He selected in the 4th round of 2017. He was at the prospects camp or whatever, but he's like Victor Arvidsson.
Okay.
Is his comparable, and he had some nice moves and leaks and dangles at the prospect camp. So, I'd like to see what he could put forth in the preseason.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, our AHL
team was pretty good.
Isn't looking too bad. Yeah,
it looks pretty good.
I mean, we have definitely some talent down there, and hopefully.
Are they going just offensively?
Yeah.
Okay, because we haven't even touched the defense yet.
I know, we're still looking at the offense, but I mean, some of these guys like Highmore and Lewis, are really hopefully shaping up to be.
Nilsson's good. Don't know who that guy is. Highmore, Noel, Anthony Lewis.
He's really good.
A lot of good guys down there.
Yeah. I mean,
and then Fortan, he's my favorite. He's just fast.
Yeah.
He was injury prone, I guess, a little bit last year, so he didn't get to play too many games. But hopefully he can make a jump. He's only 21. I'd like to see what he would do.
So let's talk about the defense.
But it's not good. Brent Seabrook is on the team still. Duncan Keats on the team. Connor Murphy, not too sure what he's going to look like this year. Brandon Manning's supposed to be like a 7th defenseman, is what we've heard from Philadelphia. Jan Ruda, kind of the same. He looked good with Gustav Forsling at the beginning of the year last year, and then Forsling got hurt, and they weren't really the same. And then Eric Gustafsson, I mean, just a lot of fringe guys. I mean, could play in the AHL, could play in the NHL, so I really don't know. Another guy that has the potential. Another guy that has the potential to make the team this year is Henry Yokiharu. Looks like he probably will make the team, just because. He's going to have a good shot to make it. Seems like they're giving him every opportunity. Right-handed defenseman who was drafted last year by the Hawks, 29th overall, I think. I hope he doesn't play. I don't know. I haven't seen these guys play, so it's just going off of potential. But I don't want to rush him in there if he can't play.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, he's the future. Let's give it a shot. But then you wind up looking like Edmonton with all their first-round picks, and then they're all busts. So
yeah.
Who knows? He could look good though.
I mean, yeah.
But none of it makes a difference if Corey Crawford's not your goaltender.
I mean, we have the wonderful Cam Ward now.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Corey Crawford makes or breaks the season. If he's hurt, I don't think he's going to be ready.
I don't understand
vertigo.
His injury. Yeah,
vertigo.
I don't understand how he's not 100% yet. Like
he can't see. Let me look up vertigo and tell me how you think it would vertigo. Vertigo is a sensation of spinning dizziness. It is not, as many people maintain, a fear of heights. It is often associated with looking down from a great height, but can be referred to temporarily as ongoing spells of dizziness caused by problems in the inner ear or brain. The image they use is this one.
I don't know.
This one.
Ew.
That's gonna be kind of hard to stop a puck when the stadium's like half upside down.
I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see with that.
But I hope
we can't bank everything on him being. We can't just like.
If he's ready to go and he looks like he did last year, Hawks probably could be a playoff team. He's that good. He's that important to the team.
Yeah,
I would say he's their
he's
easily their most valuable player.
I think we rely on him too much, though. We can't rely on the goaltender that much. We can't just base
with that defense. You have to.
I know, but that's the problem that we're running into is because
well, think about
our
a
defense.
lot of these teams with great goaltenders. I mean, the Rangers, they won't be anywhere unless Heiner Lundqvist is good. Canadians are definitely not making playoffs unless Carey Price is good to go. So, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's a big question mark. That would be the emoji for the Hawks. Just a question mark.
Just a question mark, yeah. That's definitely their goaltending.
Let's look at the Central standings. Last year, in order from top to bottom, it was the Predators, followed by the Jets, Wild, Avalanche, were the top 4, and then your bottom 3 are the Blues, Stars, and Hawks. Where do you think that those guys are going to... What movement do you see happen? The Central's tough. I mean, the Predators, still good. They just signed Ryan Ellis to an extension. Doesn't make a difference this year, but I'm saying going forward, they look a lot better. The Jets, still going to be a great team. Minnesota, maybe could fall off a little bit. They didn't really get too much.
Yeah.
Avalanche are good, and the Blues added...
The Blues are going to definitely move up,
Blues
I think, into a playoff spot.
With Ryan O'Reilly as a center. I mean, geez. Let's go to Daily Faceoff, see what their... their whole top 9, or top 12. The whole forward core is the same. And then defensively, they look exactly the same. And then goaltenders, it's the same, just minus Hutchinson. So they're going to be good. Nashville's going to be exactly the same, I think. Let's take a look here. Hartman. Eli Tolvanen is a good prospect for them. They have him on the top 9.
Nashville's going to be really good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's nothing... They look exactly the same. Their numbers look a little different. That's interesting.
I'm surprised Nashville lost to Winnipeg.
Winnipeg was a monster. They're just...
Yeah, but
they're so
Nashville's
strong.
So good, though. They have a lot of skill behind... I mean, Winnipeg is definitely a strong, like a physically strong team. They
added Ian Cole. Colorado did. So that's a big one. They look better. Their additions were minor, and Matt Calvert.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who the heck that guy is. And they got Philip Grubauer also in goal. So all these teams got better, except for the Hawks. So I think they're going to finish last again. That being said, definitely they're finishing last if Corey's not in. If Corey's in, maybe they finish 6th. Valery Nichushkin, that's a big one. He left, I think, 2 years ago to go to the KHL, first round pick. He's coming back now, so
hopefully
he's going to be on the top 6. He's a top 6 forward, easily. Yeah. Kind of like a Gabriel Landis guy with more offensive power.
For sure.
Blake Como, he was on the Avalanche, went to Dallas. Miro Heiskanen, top 3 pick from the Chicago draft.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably going to make the team, so their defense looks kind of spotty, but their offense is good. And then they got Ben Bishop in net, so Hawks aren't going anywhere but last.
Yeah.
So
they're in a really tough conference, for sure. I mean...
I think out of all the teams that are going to jump, though, the Blues are going to go the highest. I think they're going to be, like, hovering 2-3.
Yeah.
Even 1.
I mean, but just everybody, I'm looking at some of the other stats from, like, in the Atlantic. I mean, you have Buffalo, Ottawa, and Montreal, and Detroit.
You're in the Atlantic? Well,
all would have been, the Hawks to beat out all of them. You know, and Vancouver, Arizona, they beat out all... I mean, they're just not going anywhere with 76 points. The next highest is...
They haven't done anything to make their team better.
I understand that, but they're just... What I'm saying is they're not, you know... I don't know what I'm saying. I mean...
They're not as bad as some of these other teams.
They're not as bad as some of these other teams. Yeah, but they need to be better in their conference is what I'm saying.
They're not going to be good this year, though.
No.
They have the potential to be if Crawford is... there, you know, a miracle.
Big question mark.
Hey, they were good for the first 20 games of the season. So let's take a look at the entire. You have all the divisions up right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's look at the Atlantic. What teams do we see jumping higher?
Toronto, I think. Might jump Boston.
They might jump.
They might jump Tampa Bay too.
Tampa Bay and Montreal. Toronto and Tampa Bay are going to be 1-2 all year, whatever order it is. Boston, I think, is going to be fine. The Panthers got Mike Hoffman.
Yeah.
Good acquisition for them. Detroit's going to be bad.
I think Buffalo might do a little better.
I think Buffalo is going to be a lot better than the Senators and better than the Canadians.
Yeah.
Because Jeff Skinner, Eichel's going to be a little bit better this year.
Yeah.
They made a lot of good, and they got Dahlin. So I think that a lot of their acquisitions, they'll be hovering at like the wild card area. But again, their goaltending's bad. So I would say jump them like 3 spots, maybe better than Detroit. They'd be right under the Panthers. So who knows? I hope that was on. I hope that caught that. Metropolitan, we have the Capitals, Penguins, Flyers, Blue Jackets, Devils, Hurricanes, Islanders, Rangers. Who do you see jumping?
Obviously Washington, or obviously Pittsburgh's going to be top 2.
That'd be fair to say, just leave it the same.
Yeah.
And the Devils will be hovering wild card again. I think it's you know what? It's hard to say because Philly, they got JVR back. The Blue Jackets, their team's pretty similar, I think. The Devils are just getting
yeah.
better.
I mean, they're all
the bottom 6. I don't need the Hurricanes could have a comeback here too.
Yeah, that's Justin really hard to say.
Dougie Hamilton was a great trade for them. Islanders, Rangers, I think will both collapse. And
yeah,
I think that looks the same.
Yeah.
Central, we already covered that, and then the move to the Pacific. That's where I see a lot of the moves happening. Golden Knights, I can't see them being higher than like 3rd, maybe.
They'll definitely be in a playoff spot.
Well, was their first year just a fluke?
If they play like they did the majority of the season and not in the finals, then they'll be wicked good again. But if they don't,
I think the Ducks can easily drop out of a playoff spot.
Yeah.
Having Ryan Kessler not playing for the entire year, having the shadow of what Corey Perry used to be. That's not. They're not looking good. I think the Sharks Kings 1-2. The Oilers can easily jump. I think those first 2 teams, the Ducks, I think aren't making the playoffs.
No,
I don't think so. And then the Golden Knights maybe like a wild card 4th seed maybe.
They'll definitely be in the playoffs.
Coyotes.
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Come
as
on.
of right now.
The Coyotes got good. They got some good players.
Yeah.
They don't have Max Domi, but they have Galchenyuk, Clayton Keller. They got Vinny Hinostroza. A lot of good guys. They got Grabner.
Young speed.
A lot of Grabner. They look good on paper. I think they could have a good season.
Well,
and they got Marian Hossa.
They'll definitely not be. I don't think they'll be in last.
They got Marian Hossa on this.
Clearly, they're going to win the cup.
They got Hossa.
Clearly, that's what's going to happen.
All right, so I think Sharks, Kings, Flames, Oilers could easily. They got McDavid. Anything can happen. So yeah, I would say that Canucks easily not going to make the playoffs.
I think Arizona will jump at least Vancouver.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think Edmonton will jump Calgary.
The NHL is so
Yeah.
even. Anything can happen. So, I think that's a fair
assessment. It's hard to say.
It's a fair assessment. What other moves do we have before we wrap it up? I sent you a text message of what that was.
Yeah, but that's on my phone, which is over there.
Well, the Oilers lost Andre Sekera.
Yes.
So, maybe that might be that's a pretty big loss for them, especially with their already bad defense.
We already talked about Ryan Ellis.
Yep, big deal for him.
Yeah.
Zetterberg, who knows? And then Dylan Larkin got an extension. Same amount of money that Zetterberg has, but only $17,000 more. So he's actually the highest paid player on the Red Wings.
$17,000.
What does that say? New captain?
Not Dylan Larkin.
Not Dylan Larkin? They're saying that Nick Schmaltz is going to get whatever Dylan Larkin probably gets. Is Nick Schmaltz a $6 million player?
No.
I would agree with that.
Not with our cap.
That doesn't matter.
Not with anybody cap. I don't think he's a $6 million player right now.
What would you put him at? He's had 2 seasons. Second line center.
I'd go 2.5 at tops. Probably around 1.5. Don't give
What?
me that face. Yeah, I mean
That's ridiculous.
$1.5 million.
He's not. You're telling me that he's that much better than Vinny Hinostroza? Mm-hmm. You're crazy. You are crazy. He had 52 points last year. 20 goals, 31 assists on a bad team. He easily gets $5 million.
Who?
I think.
Schmaltz?
I think he's a $4.5 to $5.5 million player.
I don't think he's ready yet. I mean,
we're talking not a 2-year deal. We're talking like
okay. I guess
he's gonna get like a 5
for what the Hawks should
5 for 5.5 5 years.
Yeah.
How much is DeBrincat gonna get?
I don't know. I'm not good. I don't know how much people get paid. I don't really know.
Okay, you either have rookie deals, or you have 6+ because there's no bridge deal anymore. So my thing is, you trade Anisimov at the end of the year, give him 4.5, or say you give him $5 million. That's only a $500,000 increase. So, and then you have a bunch of other. Oh, they got so many not bad contracts, just stupid money laying around.
Seabrook.
I'm not talking about those contracts. Seabrook's not going anywhere. I'm talking like you gave Brandon Manning 2.2. Jan Ruda has 2.3. Kunitz has $1 million. Kruger has 2.7. I mean, just those stupid deals right there. And then Cam Ward has 3. I mean, you could have got so many.
Yeah.
You could have had like 1 or 2 good players instead of those 5. So.
I guess we'll have to see, right?
Yeah, we're not looking any better this year. So, you know who the first game against the year it was against?
I don't remember.
Toronto.
I saw it somewhere. Yeah.
It's against Toronto.
Toronto.
First game with their juggernaut. So, chalk that one up as an L. Sorry, this way. L.
Yeah.
This way. I don't know. It's gonna be bad. I said the same thing about when they played the Penguins opening night, but they crushed them like 10-1.
Yeah.
So.
And then that's when our hopes got really high.
Yep.
And they were crushed.
No, they played good the second game. Then Schmaltz got hurt in the second game. They won 10-1 or 10-1, 10-2, and then they won like 5-2 the second game, and then it was just
downhill from
there.
Try
Try not to suck, and we'll see you next week.
Peace out.